Okay. Hello, everyone. I think we are live now. Yeah. So, yeah. Welcome. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is uh, LOS. Sorry for missing out on the quality of this, but your boy has got a life, and in that life, he has to do certain things. So he will sometimes miss these things. But anyway, there's no points for quali unless it's a sprint weekend, and this was not. So. Yeah, the race is pretty much of utmost importance. So hopefully we don't have to miss. Thankfully, we don't miss that. Alongside me, somebody who I think did watch quali. So just give us like a 10-second rundown of exactly if anything notable happened aside from the quali results, which we all can see here anyway. So Sid, did
Hi
anything happen
everybody.
in quali?
Not really. As usual, Natsume was on his own zone. Oxidize
Yeah.
gave us a surprise ending flyer lap
I
and
mean,
came on
do you
P2.
think Oxidize is a surprise though? He's genuinely shown himself to be really
Not
up
really. Not
there
a,
as
yeah, but the way he was qualifying, he was I think around P10 or 9 or
also
something,
somebody
and
is just doing like three people are doing drifts at the end of the
yeah, he's trying
final
to warm
corner.
their
So
tires.
yeah, so judging on the tire choice, I don't think it's going to rain because it looks
No.
very overcast, but like half the grid is on hard. So I
Yeah,
don't
I had
think
a word
so.
with the
As
guys.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And
Lights
go.
out and away
Yep.
we go. That's a pretty good start from Sumer. He maintains his lead, but for Oxidize, it's a bad start. Yash Gosali for some reason ghosted. I hope that's not a thing. As
Sumer.
Sumer goes very wide into turn one, and he lets Quick Killer through. Now, oh, Minal Kalyan and Shadow have spun
Uh,
around. Oh no. That is not good news. As Yash Gosalia, who still ghosted for me at least. Well, Quick Killer and Sumer 1-2 right now. Old teammates and their teammates in this race as well. It's a
looks like Vintage had a problem behind.
yeah, and no, Yash
Yeah,
Gosalia is he ghosted for you?
still
Because
ghosted.
he's
Yeah,
definitely ghosted for me. Very
yeah,
difficult to
he's
chart
ghosted.
his progress, but Jishnu now up into P4. And as I keep saying, somebody needs to get on Gosalia because he is starting to become a bit of a runaway leader in
Run
this
away. Yeah.
championship, and I think he is ghosted by everyone else as well because I
Yes,
can just see a lot of people going straight through him, which he will not be
through him.
happy about. But
Yeah,
that's this game for you. It just breaks the game more and more. The more updates come out for the game. Who threw 130R for the first time? No one lifting. Uh, at this corner, why would you lift for 130R? That is
yes. Why would you?
Yes, it was a very stupid way to DNF.
Quick Killer's taken quite a lead. He's got a
Wait,
second
can
over
you invite Yash
Natsume.
Gosalia once? Because I think he
Sure.
might be desync. So just
Decent.
send him an invite. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
we'll do that.
Meanwhile, Shadow has made up 4 places from spinning in this lap itself. So I don't know what everyone else behind him was like really doing. Because it's a very short lap. As Quick Killer just absolutely is running away with it right now. Sumer in P2 is being a bit of bridge. It is very difficult to overtake here.
Vifix, you must point out that Sumer is being smart. He allowed Quick Killer to go
Yeah,
ahead
because
because
he
he's on
can
a
just
medium
use his
tires.
DRS to,
Yeah, and he's on
and
medium
he's on
tires too.
hards, and yeah, it
Yeah,
is difficult to overtake around here. But from experience, I can
true.
say if there's a compound difference right at the end,
And
you can overtake, especially if you're running slingshot setup. Yes, Lothario for 1 second snapped back into existence, but he's now.
he's still ghosted for me.
Yeah, he is still ghosted. But I hope you sent him the invite.
I did, yeah.
And then just inform him on Discord as well that you have
Yeah,
sent it to him,
text
just in
him.
case he has missed something. That would be that would be a big shame. I will say if the game for some reason did this. Meanwhile, Caesar now up into P10, and that is Vintage on the exit of the entire spoon section. Spun around. Caesar already into the points from 19th. What happened to Caesar in qualifying? If you have any clue, meanwhile, Sumer and Quick Killer, now they're really close to each other, so I'm pretty sure, and so is Oxidize. I'm pretty sure that these two, Oxidize and Sumer, think they can run much faster than Quick Killer. Of course, Sumer's a reserve, so I think considering the relationship that he has with Quick Killer, I don't think he'll want to overtake him as well, because it doesn't really matter to him. It matters more so to Quick Killer. For his position in the championship, but yeah, let me just give you a brief rundown as Hakurva has got the session now. And, meanwhile, what's happened to Mosquito? Mosquito spun. It's not good at all for GRL. Further ahead, you have Vishnu, and now you have Sumer and Quick Killer exchanging position for the lead. Easy level now faster than posted. Can you invite Thakurva back as well? Because
we'll do that. We'll invite Thakurva. 1 second. Okay, Thakurva is in. Okay. Yash is not able to join in.
I really don't know what to say to that. But I hope Thakurva doesn't join back now because Vicky was just inside him. But look at how much more pace Oxidize rate has compared to Quick Killer here. He's on hards. This is only lap 3, so as Yash has joined now, hopefully
yes,
he can get this. He can get the motor running.
Yep, he's back.
Yeah, he is. So Ahif's not here tonight. So his closest challenger, Yash, is 35 points behind, who is Shadow, who he's still ahead of, despite the fact that he has not driven at all so far. So if he can drive, I certainly think he has a lot of chance to delay some of the bloodletting. Meanwhile, Caesar, the man who had the perfect weekend in Britain, he was on pole, he then won the sprint race, and then he won the main race. It was an absolute moment from
Caesar has jumped 10 positions, Vifix.
Yeah, he has his cut through the field, hasn't he? Shrikant, the first person to get a 3 seconds, I would say it's quite tough to get a time penalty here, because if you're going outside the track, you're pretty much going to spin out. And I think Oxidize is getting frustrated now because he is so close. You can see through sector 1 on Quick Killer, and you know it must be a bit annoying, but some of the cars want to look a bit different, pointing that out. Because of that mid-season update on livery, so that was kind of actually semi-good thing that Codemasters did.
The only good thing.
Yeah. And meanwhile, what happened? He's just spun he's not letting him take control. I must say he's actually about to gain a place in the AI car. Not that it matters for much, but in all of that, look, his AI car is making moves on URL Pradeep, who I must comment, was actually fighting him like it was a human. He's a human present there. Now URL was. They cannot even overtake. It's just ghosted car. Okay, that is a bit comical. I must. Ha ha ha. But what's happened? We can't just drive very slowly. It took him nearly a minute to do sector 1. And did he spin again? Because even if you spin once,
it looks like he has, yes.
Taking that long. I think Sumer is just trying to ease the car into the corners right now. He's not really pushing. He set the fastest lap for now. So I think he's trying to. I think he realizes it's better to keep QK in his DRS and make Oxidize not be able to overtake than it is to maybe streak out ahead, because I think Oxidize might be able to get back at him if he does that.
There's a small battle happening behind with URL Pradeep and Abhi.
Yeah,
Yash Kusale.
Yash Kusale who's back. Let's go.
Yes.
So the comeback season starts now as Thakurva overtakes Captain Sandhu. Abhi versus Pradeep.
Pradeep's already in the
Pits.
pits. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I think this Sumer, I think he's just trying to break it now because I think he's realized that maybe he can't. Sometimes when you try and drive too slow, say
Vifix,
to maintain a
what's the
certain.
battle? Sorry, Vifix, what's the battle between Captain Sandhu and Caesar?
Yeah, there can be no overtaking really through here, can it? Dagner 2,
Yes.
which only a legend once took flat out. He did actually take it flat out, so it is a definite heavy break now. So, yeah, I think even if we were to begin an F2 league, I think we all know who I'm talking about. As Quick Killer gets a 3-second time penalty, was very wide off track at the spoon section, which is gonna open up all the opportunity now for Oxidize. Yeah, and now through 130R, I think he's gonna be smart. He's gonna wait for the main straight. And the DRS through there. This is that corner. This is F1 history's favorite corner for some reason, just because of two people.
Yes.
And now in through. Now no DRS now for Quick Killers. You assume that an overtake would have to come now if it were to. Here goes Oxidize. This cool camera angle that you only get at Japan, which is of the guy from the Halo's point of view, and he barely gained. So how much wing is he running? You know, Captain Sandhu, he had to go all the way around the outside right there, and I think Caesar's getting annoyed now because Thakurva is not breaking Captain Sandhu by the 1 second that they really need to. One thing I'll say for Oxidize, he's still so far in the undercut.
And Oxidize crash. Oh my god.
Oh no, that's now Jishnu. And Oxidize, he really was looking all at the races, wasn't he? He's definitely. Does he have damage?
Ooh, yellow flag.
Yeah, that is for Oxidize.
It's for Oxidize. No,
and Jishnu is for this one.
Yes.
What? Everybody, and that's a safety car. Everybody decides to die at the same time in LOS, really, isn't it? There's no space between incidents. So many laps, really nothing was happening. And once again, Yash Gosalia's race is really saved by his own rivals because Jishnu's got the pit now. He has no win. So he's behind him.
Is pitting too, for sure.
Yeah, in easy level, it's really worked out for easy level as they enable DRS inside a safety car window. This is Japan, so things do work a bit weirdly here. I don't know.
God, what was that?
So soon we're gonna see like a tractor on tracks.
I don't see the safety car in front though.
Oh, it was only a virtual safety car. Okay. An easy level gets 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. It's brilliant. No. This is Japan, the policies are a bit different. You will see a tractor on track at any point now. It's easy McLaren 1-2 right now, it's looking like. Abhishek, Jishnu, Shadow. Where will Jishnu come out now? He's gonna be really far behind. And did the game serve the penalty for easy level? And he's on mediums. So he's doing a 2-stop. In Japan, and Quick Killer is fun now.
Quick Killer is fun.
Oh no, that puts Vicky up into P2. Thakurva, who was like 8th, like not even last lap was 8th. He's now all the way up to P3.
From P7 to P3.
Yes, in less than a lap.
He just mucks up that corner there. It's a good 4-way battle in front.
Yeah, and now Caesar has somehow, as Sumer has run away with it, and Caesar has now caught up basically to P2 all the way. And I feel like if he can catch up to P2 from there, it would be more of. That's what he's going to try and do as quickly as possible so that he can, at least if there's a safety car or something, then be in the same race as Sumer. I see yellow flags. I think that's just Shrikant. I think
looks like it's Shrikant,
So a lot of the guys who pit now are doing 2-stop strats, but it's. Do you really think it's conducive to 2-stop? I'd say it's an easy 1-stop here, given how difficult it is to overtake as Kalyan Verma spins once again at the exit of this spoon section.
Surprisingly, the guys in the straight.
And Quick Killer is the first person to actually pit from. The desired strategy. So he only took the mediums 8 laps.
Oh, he had a 5 seconds penalty too.
Yeah, and he had a wing change.
Oh, okay, sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah, and it. Oh, what's
Srikanth
happened to
has retired.
Srikanth? No, he's retired. Is that the safety car? Is it? He is retired. No one is in that section though, so I don't know how the game really counts this because we haven't had one yet. And Sumer is just about to soon enough cross that section. So yeah, let's just see. Caesar's actually falling away from Thakur. I thought that he would be. Thakur was showing some good pace, and so is Wicket Vicky.
Caesar's on hard, so maybe he's a little slower than the guys in front and behind him.
But then why would Quick Killer pit?
Oh, he spun and he had a damage.
Oh yeah, he did have a damage.
In the meanwhile, Caesar's overtaking Sandhu. We didn't see that.
Yeah, we didn't see that.
Sandhu was all over the place. He's got a damage. He's got a damaged wing. Yes. Right there.
On the right hand side. Thakur once again close to Wicket Vicky, who was a bit haphazard.
Straights, I don't know what wings these guys are running, but they're not able to catch up to the cars in front.
But Thakur, I think, is running an absolute demon of a setup in the straight because he just gained 3 tenths. And experience tells me that I know exactly which setup he's running, Sid, and I think he would have come to this conclusion.
I think the same setup.
He might be running someone's setup from between the two of us. I think there's only one setup I know from my experience that cuts you on the straight like that.
That's the only setup we all know.
Vishnu is setting the world alight on the mediums, but he is very far behind. And
he needs to, he needs to
the
get
chances
quicker.
of points are very thin because he has to pit again as well, and he's in pit. He's not even in the points right now.
Yeah.
So Yash Gosali not being in the race has caused all his title rivals to really come up with the weirdest status. Quick Killer has crashed in sector 1. This might be safety. No, they just don't care in Japan. They just don't care.
And in the S's, he crashes in the S's.
They just don't care. They just don't care here. There's no just recovery vehicle and inshallah, I guess. I don't really know what to say about that. And Quick Killer was one of the leaders. Running the show right here. So
watch Thakur getting on Wicket Vicky.
But I think it's just a bit too far away.
Shadow in the meanwhile is on Abhishek's tail. And he's catching up.
Yeah, let's look at this Shadow. Yeah, they're very, very close now. Because around the inside, through to this first corner, which gives you a very bad camera angle of it. I get what it's trying to do, but that ain't it, Chief. Meanwhile, Desi Ninja says 2 favorites on comms. And Ajitesh Chandran, Noob Gosalia, or as I should mention from that viral internet video, you messed up there, Yash. He didn't say mess up, but I can't say the other part because I'm just a commentator. Will anybody end up on League Racing Rage compilation this week? Let's just wait and watch. I mean, look at Abhishek is so much faster than Shadow that he had to actually lift off. To not hit him at the. Sumer is just running away with it. I think he more than for his sake, he really needs it. He's had a few mess ups since he's come back, so it's always a bit of a confidence boost.
Now Yash
I think Caesar does have the pace to go with Sumer, but they just can't.
Oh, yellow.
Oh, I think that's Kalyan again. The amount of Aston Martins that have spun is very, very nice. Wicket Vicky pits, but Thakur still gets his DRS, and look on the straight. Thakur is actually just running away from Caesar, even with the DRS and slipstream effect. He did have DRS on that.
Looks like Caesar's also on the same setups. He's catching up on the straights.
Yeah, I think Thakura will try and cover up Wicket Vicky. There's no use in fighting Caesar for him because they're not on the same strat.
Same strategy, yeah.
I think Caesar
How many laps do you think they can do on mediums fix?
I think if you're going to stretch, you're going to be in 15. But for Thakurba, he's in a race. Like the people you're actively fighting have already pit, and given how difficult it is to overtake, I'd suggest it's better to go for to not get undercut heavily by Wicked Vicky, because you see Wicked Vicky's the first lap back out on hards is going to be very rough as well, because you're going to need to build up all the temperature again. Meanwhile, Jishnu has his easy level one. He's in the grass, so is easy level. What's happened there?
I think they made contact.
Meanwhile, Yash Gosalia, he was not in the race. He's come back. He's within a tenth of Shadow now. And he tries to go down the inside. If you remember, Sebastian Vettel did try that 1 year where his power unit malfunctioned at the start, and then he worked his way all the way back to like P3 in like 15 laps. Then he did that. He crashed, got a penalty, and still finished 5th. But yeah, that pretty much cost him any like. Small of Captain Sandhu has spun. Captain Sandhu has spun.
Oops.
Oh, Captain Sandhu's beach. Is he?
Yeah.
No, he's just able to get his car running as Yash Gosalia now. He's on old hards as well, so he is matching Sumer's pace, which is a very, very, very...
When I see these two, I can only think of Baku.
Yes. League Racing Race compilations, get ready for get the camcorders out. Get the camcorders out, ladies and gentlemen. Get the camcorders out for this. Wicked Vicky versus Thakurba on pit exit 210. So
Thakurba gained.
Yeah, gained, but can he keep ahead now? With the first lap, he's gonna be really rounded. Oh, there's contact. He can't really overtake to the S section. So Thakurba making his car wide, and I mean it's a smart play.
Oh, Yash, Yash has got
Yash versus Shadow at the hairpin. And he just out manages. No, he doesn't. They stay side by side. They're about into spoon over contact. Oh my god, that was very interesting. Now we're about to see the same thing happen with Wicked Vicky versus Thakur. Look at the amount of grip advantage Wicked Vicky has. Thakur is not going to give it up though. Wicked Vicky goes all the way onto the grass. Oh,
he loses it.
Yeah, just about. I don't know. I didn't look like anything. I mean, Harshi, the race has already began. Are you in LOS? I think you are in LOS already.
He is in yeah, he is.
Oh, meanwhile, what's happened? What's happened to Oxidize? He's spun again. So, a very promising race start has really turned into nothing much. Since Abhishek's now is the last of the medium run, and he gets the 5 seconds of killing on but now that Thakur has gotten him, he will look. I think this is going to be the battle for the last podium spot in.
Now?
As Kalyan Verma spins again.
Yash is again on Shadow's tail.
Yeah, but they're going through sector 1. So there's really nothing that can be done here. You saw that even with.
There you go. Yash is.
Yeah, Yash, look at the amount of grip advantages he has over Shadow. Maybe that's because he hasn't raced like 5 laps in this race.
True.
But I think the AI does use it quite judiciously. The battery as well. AI, especially the ERS. And look at how close he is to Shadow now. And I think he's definitely losing time as gaps have now opened all the way across the field. As Abhishek spins immediately coming out of the pits, which once again the warning about the temperature, the warm up on the hard. Look at how close Gosalia is, but he just can't do anything. Look at how close Jishnu is.
Shadow is running on lower wings, not able to catch up with Shadow.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any ERS to play around with.
ERS to play on, I want to see racing, come on boys.
On an island. I mean, this is an island.
I almost forgot about Sumer.
Wait, if you don't want a league invite in LOS, Harshi, I don't know what you're asking for. This is the LOS thing. So. Oh, meanwhile, Kalyan retires. That's in the pits.
Perfect time. Perfect time.
That's in the pits. That is in the pits. Meanwhile, Oxidize trying to go around the inside of 130R, and he's pulled it out as well as he. Yes, he has. Oh no, but URL Pradeep fights him back, and they're going to recreate some moments from F1 history. Look at how close Yash Kosalia really is, but he just cannot get on the case of Shadow. And I think pit stops are coming in a short while, and no one can keep up with Sumer, because even with Caesar having clear air, he's lost like a second in 3 laps, which is quite a lot to be letting off here in just 3 laps. So barring himself or like a very mistimed safety car, which I don't think the circuit organizers even care about any, given the incidents we've seen not called for a safety car. Yeah, he's not in LOS, so send Hershey a server invite. Yeah.
Oops. Should do that.
Yes. Shadow pits early, which is not a smart decision, given that he was able to keep Gosalia behind for a long time. Now he's let him go ahead. Now Gosalia can lap at his own pace.
Undercut.
Meanwhile, the bad news for him is that he's not gonna. Meanwhile, Wicked Vicky goes around the outside of Thakurva and clean sweeps that overtake through.
What Jishnu take on easy level?
Yeah, Jishnu versus easy level. I think Gosalia and Shadow are battling for P5 in this race right now. No, that was some definite break magic right here. Now, will Jishnu try and go around the outside of easy level? He is easy level. The rear, so easy level managed to keep it together, keep everything in one lane. Thakurva and Wicked Vicky now. Thakurva will probably wait.
What's Yash gonna do?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Thakurva once again now on the what's happened to Wicked Vicky? He was ghosted suddenly. Now he's back. Oh, that's
just a glitch.
As the race leader, Sumer pits. I'd say that's quite early for someone who's leading the race for 16 seconds. He can afford to wait a few laps and then pressure tires at the end. But Caesar pits as well. We are still watching the pit exit, though. If you manage to cut it here, I'd really.
Yeah.
Oh, Yash gets very close to it. As I speak, Captain Sandhu spun again. No. Now where's Shadow? Shadow is just crossing 130. Yash Kosalia is just, I think, getting serviced right now. It's gonna be close.
I'm just looking at the pit exits.
And where is Yash Kosalia? He's just come out. This is Shadow. Yes. Shadow versus Kosalia. They come out nearly identical. I think Kosalia has gotten him though.
Yes, he's gotten him.
You saw that Shadow had to back off a bit. As Wicked Vicky and Thakurva once again.
The lovely battle.
Right there, yeah. Meanwhile, Caesar's overcut the both of them because of the fighting. As that's Anton at 130R. Very tricky corners still on this block. So I think 1 and 2 is pretty much guaranteed unless Caesar were to make a bit of a misstep. We are really focusing on whether Yash Kosalia can, number one, get ahead, get past Shadow, and then if he can catch up to the podium battle.
Wicked Vicky left the session.
Oh no. Try and invite him back.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Abhishek has overtaken URL Pradeep, who is, I think he's just had a moment because he's really struggling. And Ferrari's disconnecting is the theme of the race so far, as Thakurva takes from the easiest third place overtaking ever happened, right? Red Bull finally the correct color in an F1 game since for the first time since like F1 2016, maybe. So I always love to see it. Now Shadow on the back of Yash. Yash will have slightly colder tires. They won't have heated up by now.
I think Shadow has got enough straight line speed and would take Yash in the straights.
He has joined back. He's only lost that one position, so he can take control of his car. What's happened? What's happened with Jishnu and Easy Level again? They're both in the. What are they doing? What are they doing with each other? Well, I don't really like to comment on stuff, but I think the steward's office will be an interesting one.
Oh God,
with those two in it. I don't even know what's happened. That's the best part. They just end up in the gravel at exactly the same point in time. So it could be like nothing, but it could also be a lot.
I'd like to see what the reports are. Interesting. Shadow is losing out on Yash.
Yeah, so at the way it's going, I think, let me just fact check this so that everyone's accurate. I think Caesar will be second in the championship, even though he has only raced. He hasn't raced 2 whole weekends. Yeah, so... Yeah. And I mean, I would like to say that Yash Goshalia has a credible challenge for the most part this season, but they're really... Shadows spun on lap 1 and Jishnu's been involved he's been in the gravel twice now. Yeah, so it's not really, they've not really come to the races up there in the one weekend where Goshalia was maybe struggling a bit because he wasn't in the lobby. As the sun's come out now, as Wicket Wiki will of course let his teammate go through. As Shadow just takes advantage of Wicket Wiki slowing down to go through himself. That is a very opportunistic
What's the battle between Abhishek and Easy Level?
Yeah.
Quite close.
Hopefully Easy Level doesn't end up in the gravel again. Third time. Not so lucky. And will Easy Level even make it till the end? Will Jishnu make it till the end? And Abhishek's now trying to go around the inside. Should be done a move, but no. Easy Level managed to maintain it. But now Abhishek's trying to go around the outside, which he does. Of that turn in, will Easy Level be able to come back at him now? No, he won't. The angle has been shut off. So brilliant overtake there from Abhishek.
I think Easy Level's got issues with his tires and would want to pick now.
Yeah, you could definitely see that. The fact that Abhishek went for such an audacious lunge on the outside and he still managed to cut him off before he's even hit the apex of the next corner. That was truly something like that.
Wicket Wiki just crashed. And that will be a full course safety car.
Oh no. But Sumer is very near the pits. Will he pit? No, he doesn't pit.
I think everybody would go on softs.
Thakurva pits.
Yes.
Yash Goshalia doesn't. Shadow does pit. And Jishnu gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. I was just about to say that for his title challenges now, there's a small window has opened up. And then that happens. I should just really not speak at all.
I think it's the right decision to not to pit.
And he gets 2 drive-throughs under the safety car?
Safety car, yeah.
Wait, did he get 2?
No, he got a 5-second and then a drive-through.
Let me just check the incidents now. No, he does have 2 drive-throughs for speeding under the safety car.
No, he DNF'd. He crashed. Oh God, Jishnu.
That is a meltdown in like 15 seconds right there.
Where did he crash?
Where did he crash? No, he just retired
in the pits. Yeah.
But how did he get 2 drive-throughs under the safety car in like 1 sector? I don't.
Strange game. I don't think it's Natsume and Caesar and Yash need to pit.
Safety car coming soon, Hershey. If you wrote that message before
this happened.
Yeah. So Thakur has gone on softs and Shadow's pit for mediums. But which is a bit weird because and Sumer does pit. I think he's just realized that everyone's pit behind him, so he's gonna come out in P1 anyway, regardless. Yeah. So yeah, that's good. There's good observational skills right there. Easily should be able to come out. I think Caesar should pit as well. And what will Goshalia do? I think he will pit as well because everyone's not losing any positions here. Thakurva he's just about to come up to 130.
Yash doesn't pit. Nope.
Okay, that is he only gains 1 position, which is on Caesar, who's on soft. So
it's not an easy track to overtake. So
yeah, but with the compound difference, you would think, which I still can't understand why Shadow's just gone on to the fresher pair of mediums. Maybe pick the harder tire allocation. You can't do that now. So maybe it doesn't have softs left, but then why would you pit? You would have gained. You're in 1 position ahead. If he didn't, there's mosquito pits now. there's such big gaps across the field, Sid. Another thing, so this will take a long time for the safety car to actually round up. Because you see, Oxidize is in P7 and he's nowhere near where the safety car is.
He's just gone to the start straight finish.
Yeah, start straight finish indeed.
Start straight finish, yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Mosquito comes out. He only loses one position. Easy level is 8th now on softs again. So he'll definitely been the lucky recipient. URL Pradeep managed to get that car stopped in time. And
Captain
Shadow gets a 3 seconds under a safety car. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I just realized that Captain Sandhu is between Caesar and Yash. So
yeah, I think he will peel off. He should peel off, hopefully. I think the thing he could be faster than Yash as well and give him DRS.
Could be, yeah.
Because he's on fresh softs, and we're just gonna ignore the fact that this man got a 3 seconds under the safety car. How do you do that? And he can pit as well to go on to soft now, so I don't know why he's not doing it. He would still come out pretty much in P5.
That's Shadow for you.
Yeah. At this rate, I'm gonna have to announce that Yash Gosalia is champion way sooner than I would have predicted. And by way sooner, I mean like next week. We're already in round 7, remember, ladies and gentlemen. And Shadow doesn't pit. He has a 20-second gap. He doesn't pit.
I'm sure the softs can do at least 7 laps without any issues.
Yeah, they can easily do that. I don't know why he didn't pit. He had the gap as well to come out, and maybe he would have lost like 1 position to Oxidize, but he's on mediums. And Mosquito
he went on mediums.
No, he could have pit again here. He was like 22 seconds ahead of Mosquito. So he probably would have come out ahead of him. I missed the words.
Everyone's got
So Captain Sandhu, we're not worried about him catching up to the safety car, but it is probably going to go up till lap 23 because Pradeep and Vintage haven't even hit the finish line yet.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a mare. If this ends up working for Shadow, I will eat my words. Definitely, but it does look like it is a bit of a...
No, Vintage is again pitted, so even more the reason the safety car stay out for another lap.
Yep. I just... I think, yeah, so that's even more of a reason why Shadow should have pit for soft.
Pitted, yeah.
Oh no. It's not even like he had to make the decision on that lap as well. He could have just waited until the next lap like everyone else. And he could have pit for softs like literally last lap. If he pits now, he's only coming out ahead of Vintage.
Yeah.
And his teammate, who is basically lap, who is actually lap. So, I mean, everyone who's watching this, rate that Shadow strategy using emojis right now in the chat.
Why did Vintage pit in so late?
I think he just wants fresh tires. And since the safety car's not in, it's been 5 laps now. So he's definitely exploiting it. I think Yash Gosalia is also starting to get a bit worried. I think that he might lose this podium given how long the safety car's been out. It makes it so easy for the soft tire runners.
The soft runners to eat them, I hope it's not a glitch fix.
No, I don't think, because there's never been a situation where the last place car has caught up to the... So we can't call it a glitch, and if it is a glitch, then we would have to call the race as is, and we'd still have, which would save Gosalia, but it wouldn't save Shadow, because we would have to add his 3 seconds penalty in, which would rob him of points and Vintage pits again. Oh my god, oh my god. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's not illegal.
I am lost.
It's not illegal. But wouldn't you want tires that were heated up though? And my game crashed.